Hi.
New Stylophone, right?
Yeah. Original Stylophone, obviously still on sale, still doing very well. And yeah, I mean, basically, when we relaunched Dubreq back in 2003, the aim was always to do something more with it, to do something new. So. Yeah, we originally were going to do something digital and aimed much more at the mass market, but with the advent of, you know, cheap synth apps for the iPad and everything, there's no point trying to compete with that, really. So
you've got a beautiful. I'm liking the UK look here.
Yeah. This was especially for the show. We painted this one up, though. Everyone seems to want it now, so we're going to have to manufacture it with a Union Jack on, I think. But yeah, basically what we've done is decided to go completely the other end, which is make a British-made true analog synthesizer, and it's unashamedly what it is. It's meant to be aimed at musicians, aimed at sort of synth geeks, and we've taken a lot of sort of advice and ideas from various people and musicians who've said, oh, it'd be really great if a Stylophone had this, or it'd be really great. I really miss the such and such, you know, synthesizer that they don't make anymore because it used to be able to do this or used to be able to do that. So there's quite a few things in here that people will recognise from older British analog synthesizers.
So take me through these controls a sec.
Right. I get you. The guy doing the architecture for it keeps on tweaking what everything does. So I've got my up to date list. Basically, all the touchpads turn on and off things. And we've got the one that's on there is the ring modulation. We've got what have we got? The top one there changes the VCO shape. These two here turn on the low pass and high pass filters. That's LFO shape. That's envelope modification, filter modification, VCO modification. These two here are the important ones. Are up and down octave shift. So it's a 3-octave keyboard, but it's got an up and down 2-octave shift. So you've got 7 octaves out of a 1-foot-long keyboard, effectively.
And it's made of metal. I mean, it's really kind of solid, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we specifically, you know, we looked at a load of options, but once we decided this was going to be a high-end product made in the UK, we decided let's literally go full out for it. We looked at various options. Lots of people said, oh, it's going to be too expensive if we make it out of aluminium extrusions, but we liked aluminium extrusions, so it's made out of an aluminium extrusion with the machined aluminium end caps and nice little speaker detail. The speaker detail, actually, the lights aren't just pretty lights. This actually shows various things, like it'll show you shows you the LFO speed and the volume level. If you change the volume level, that's full volume, and it goes down from there, and so on and so forth.
Speaker,
so yeah, it's got a built-in speaker, but obviously it's a small product. We were never going to get an enormously great speaker in there. As you probably heard, this thing's capable of some ridiculously low-level bass, which we were never going to cope with an internal speaker. So it's designed to be used through an amp, through speakers, with headphones, but we had to put the speaker in there simply because Stylophones have always been a portable thing that you can take with you and play anywhere. So it's a nice speaker. It's just not got quite the range of.
And what was the kind of approach? Were you going for a specific sound when you were designing the synthesizer circuit?
From the outset, I mean, I hasten to add, I'm not an electronics geek, so I didn't design the electronics. We've had someone else do that for us, but we set out with a very, very clear goal that it had to be capable of sounding like a Stylophone. We also wanted it to be very, very British. The design of the filters and stuff in there is sort of reminiscent of various things that a number of people have said it sounds quite wasp-like. So it's meant to sound British, and it's capable of some fairly interesting.
This one's hooked up to audio, isn't it?
Yeah. So I mean, let me see what's.
So that's the filter right there.
The last one is filter cutoff, yep. And then tuning and detuning the second oscillator. That's VCO mix. I'm trying to change all. It's got attack and decay. You can change the attack and decay. Actually, which one's this one's obviously we've painted over all the labels, so I keep having to refer back to everything as to what does what. Fourth one in. Yeah, so you can put lots and lots and lots of decay on it. But I was going to say, when that light's on, that's it at its lowest. So it'll go. It's theoretically capable of going down to about 7 hertz. So it's pretty seriously good in the low end. So that's the thing that people are most surprised by, is like, I can't believe anything that low is coming out of something that tiny.
You can control it externally as well, right?
Yeah, basically we've got a control voltage input, and we've also got a trigger input. So and it's also got a line in as well. So you can actually use it as the filter and the envelope generator can actually be used as you basically use it as a filter box, as an effects box for other instruments. So
and how's production going? I mean, are we ramped up yet?
It was basically all a mad rush to get everything ready for NAMM. We're currently sort of literally hand making these, a few at a time. So we've started shipping a few beta test units out to various musicians. So they're slowly getting out there. The plan was always get to NAMM with a few of them, see how it goes. We're sort of balanced on the knife edge, ready to go over to sort of making hundreds at a time rather than making 10 at a time. So it's going to be down to sort of what response we get and how quick we.
And what sort of price are you aiming for?
The launch price at the moment is about, well, we've got it going through a distributor in the UK, and at the moment the UK price is £299 is the recommended retail price, which a lot of people have said, I can't believe that's really expensive for a stylophone, and it is, but it's also really cheap for a full spec British analog synthesizer. So it depends on your viewpoint, but yeah, so US price, the US launch price, we're aiming at about $399 US. So that sort of sounded like a good price. But as I said, for the money, there's not a lot else on the market that's hand built to that sort of quality, has got that sort of level of specification. Certainly not that's British made. So, you know, with analog synths in general on the up, you know, we're fairly confident there's a big enough niche there that it's going to do pretty well. So, fingers crossed.
Thanks very much, Ben.
Not a problem.